Good to know of Shabbos. This week's Parshas Chukas. Parshas Chukas famously starts off with the mitzvah of Para Aduma, and Para Aduma is very famously known as a chayk. In fact, it's known as the ultimate chayk. It's a law that doesn't make any logical sense. It purifies someone who is impure, and at the same time makes the person doing the ritual impure. So it's a mitzvah that doesn't make any sense. Even Shlomo HaMelech could not understand it, the smartest man who ever lived. Even he was not able to understand it. This begs the question, we're such a people of the book. The Jewish people were people of the book. We delve into things, we try to understand and get to the bottom of things. Why would Hashem give us a mitzvah that we cannot understand? Why would he do that? So I'm going to say something that's based on some thoughts of Reb Soloveitchik. He talks about it here, he talks about it also in other places, and I'll kind of mesh it with my own thoughts. The point that Reb Soloveitchik tries to bring out is that faith doesn't begin when you get answers. Faith begins when you don't get the answer. It's not a direct quote, but it's what Reb Soloveitchik tries to say, I think. The point of a chayk like Para Aduma is not to confuse us. It's not to get us to start questioning or trying to delve into it. It's not an intellectual thing. It's made to elevate us. It's made to elevate our emunah, and it's coming to teach us that real emunah in Hashem is not about having everything make sense. In fact, it's about trusting Hashem even when things don't make sense. I'm very guilty of this, of not being able to reach this level of emunah at times, but it's something that we all should strive for. If you think about it, our lives are full of chukim, things that don't make sense, personal situations. A person gets diagnosed with an illness, chalila. Why did this opportunity fall through? I'm doing everything right. Why is the situation not materializing the way that I think it will? Why am I facing a challenge? I'm trying so hard. Why does all these questions that we have that there really are no great answers to, let's be honest, these are all our chukim that we have in our lives. We don't always get the answers. But Parshas Chukas, perhaps the lesson that it's trying to teach us is that we don't always get the answers, and maybe we don't even need the answers in order to walk with Hashem. It might be satisfying to get some answers. It would feel great to be able to get the answers, but sometimes we don't get the answers. But it doesn't mean we're not walking with Hashem. We have to trust in Hashem, and that emunah is something that's greater than understanding. I believe it's a higher madrega than understanding, is having that emunah even when you don't understand. Our strongest relationships aren't built on perfect explanations. They're built on loyalty. Even when we don't understand, if we have loyalty. And that's what we have to have. May we all be zaycha to have that loyalty to Hashem and that emunah and bitachon Hashem, even when we don't understand things, even when we question.